Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Yvette Quale and I like to create craft tutorials for beadwork, junk journaling, paper crafting, and more. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a hidden paper clip with a pocket on the back, and it'll have a place for a journal card. Now I came up with this idea and was going to just make a journal card, and I decided to turn it into an altered paper clip instead. So I have staged here and how I'm going to make it. So basically this is what will be on the back, and we can just put that on our page. So the main thing we're concentrating on is the beadwork. This is a project for NJJM Creative Tutorials and More on Facebook, and hashtag yvettesbeadclub. So every first Monday of the month I upload a video showing you how to do something with beads. So this is what we're making today, with the exception that it'll be an altered paper clip. So what I've done here is I cut a circle out. I just used a coffee cup to make a circle. I have cut a piece on the back that's the same size and partially glued that down for demonstration purposes. And then I just drew around it at the bottom, cut it off, and made a little pocket here on another piece of paper. So basically what you want to do is you want to put your paper clip onto the piece of paper that you're putting on the back. Now I collaged this up with a master board. If you want to know how to make a master board, go ahead and leave me a comment and I can show you, but there's a lot of samples on Facebook that show you how to do that. And then I just did that on top of a cereal box type cardboard. So now you would do this all at once, but I want to show you how that paper clip goes in. So it goes onto the piece that you're putting on the back, and I use the short end on the outside to be the part that goes on the page. And then we're just going to glue this up in here. And of course you would do this all at the same time, but I'm just kind of showing you so that you get an idea of how that's put together without me having to do it. Now if you want to know in detail, I can also do that. Please leave me a comment and I can break this down as well. But basically it's your front piece, your back piece with the paper clip on it, a pocket on the back. Okay, so that's where we're at. Now the next part is we're going to need a something hard. I use a phone book, something with a little bit of, that you can poke holes into. So what I'm using is this little thing I got. My husband got it for me at Harbor Freight. And about 1/4 inch in and about 1/2 inch apart, you're just going to go around on the front side and you're going to poke holes all the way around this circle. So what that's going to do is it's going to give us a perforated holes that we can put our lace work into. We're just going to do a whip stitch around the edge, and that's the base for the beadwork. So on the back these will be a little bit rough. That's fine. That's why I poke it from the front to the back. So you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, and this is our next stage here. Let me move this out of the way. So here we have one that the holes are all the way around, and you need to decide where you're going to start. In my sample here you'll see that I just leave the strings hanging, so you kind of want to be mindful of where you want that. So I think we'll put that down here. So we just start by going through the bottom here, coming out the top, and you're going to leave a tail. And then starting working left to right, you're just going to go from the back to the front through the next hole all the way around. And that's like a little whip stitch around the outside. And what I'm using here is a piece of cotton thread that just got a knot in it, of course, because I'm on camera. But you can use embroidery floss. You could use, you want something that's going to be a little bit sturdy. It doesn't, this will break if I pull on it really hard, but you want something that's going to be a good base for your beadwork. Okay, so you're just going to go back and forth in there, making this all laced up. Sometimes the hole, you got to poke it through the front just to get the hole on the back side. Okay, so you're just going to keep doing that all the way around. Just whip stitch it, and that will take us to the next step here, which is going to be the next circle that I have. So anyway, just keep going around all the way around till you come back. All right, so let me grab the next stage. So we've gone all the way around, and I have a couple left here to do, as you can see. So I'm going to pull this up in here and that out of the way. And you're just going to go until you come to that last hole. And then what I do is I just bring this front one or the back one up to the front. And right here where they meet, I just tie a double knot. Nothing fancy. You can tie it in a bow if you want, but I usually just leave it hanging like that and cut the end off. So this is what you'll have, is the lacing all the way around. Okay, the next step is to start our beadwork. So what you're going to need for that is some beading thread. I use a size, oh, I don't even know. Let me look if I can see what size that is. This is a Nymo thread, and it is a size B right here. So I have that, and I have a size 12 sharp needle. And as you can see, this has gone all the way around. Now we want to start this one. So let me grab, I thought I had an extra thread here, but I guess I don't. So let me grab a needle and grab some thread. I know I had it. It's probably on the floor or something. You know, plans. You get them all in your head, and then everything changes when you go to do something on camera. So let me try to quickly thread a needle here under pressure, right? So let's see. Of course, I'm not going to get it the first, second, third, or fourth try. Okay, so I'm back now. My needle is thread, and what we're going to do is start here where this knot is. So we're just going to go on the back of that same little whip stitch and just pull your needle through there and just tie that thread down. So we're going to come around here, and you just go through twice and pull it down, and do the same thing again. Through the loop once, through the loop twice, and then pull it down. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring that needle to the front. So you want to keep all these other strings, the short end and the two long strings, or the two whip stitch strings, out of the way. And with the long thread, we're going to come around to the front by just slipping it under that thread right here. Okay, so we're going to pull it through. And that will bring us to the front of our little circle. So then at this point, I gather 5 beads each time. So I just scoop them up like this. And this is just a mix of the seed beads, size 11s. And I get 5 on my needle. Now what I'm going to do is, starting with this where we have the knot there, we're just going to go under that thread. Make sure you don't catch it. Make sure you go underneath it like this. And you're going to pull that thread, and it's going to give you a little circle, and just pop it up onto the top like this. Okay, and we're going to put 5 beads on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now on this one, you're going to go under the thread, or under the cotton lacing, and you're going to go under the beading thread. You want to make sure that you're going to be getting a flat look to it. See how that went down flat instead of bumped up like this? It's flat. Okay, so we're going to hold our thread like this. You're going to put 5 beads on, and you're going to go underneath that same lacing string that we just did. So you're going to go from the back to the front toward you, and you're going to pull that down. You're holding this other end tight so that those beads will go just like that. Okay, then we're going to put 5 more on. And this is our straight section, so we're just going to go under the lacing and under the bead thread and pull it. See how that's more straight. Okay, then we're going to put 5 on. 4 and 5. And you're going to go under that same lacing and making sure that you go to the left of this thread, underneath it, not on top of it. You're going to pull that down. We're going to put on 5 more. Go under the next one and under the beading thread. And then put on 5 more. Go under the lacing and to the left of the beading thread. Okay, so you're going to have a straight, a circle, a straight, a circle, a straight, a circle, all the way around. And you're just going to keep doing this until you get back to the beginning there. All right, so there's your straight one. Put on 5 more. Go under the thread to the left of the beading thread. I guess I should call it string and thread, right? All right, so we got 5 on there. Whoop. You're going to go under the lacing and to the left of the beading thread. Okay, then we're going to put 5 on. We're going to go under the lacing to the left of the beading thread. So every time you're doing this, you're going to the pattern is you're going to go under. Make sure you don't go over that beading thread. Go under the lacing. Put on 5 beads. And go back under the same lacing to the left of the beading thread. Okay, then you're going to put on 5 more. Go to the next lacing, making sure that you go under your bead thread and under the lacing. Okay, you're going to put on 5 more beads. And you're just going to continue this all the way around. So you're going under the same lacing to the left of the beading thread. Okay, so I'm going to slow that down just in case you didn't catch it, and then we'll move on here. So we're going to go under the lacing, under the beading thread, and to the left of the beading thread. That makes your flat one. Then right there, you're going to put 5 more beads. You're going to go under the same one, under the same lacing, to the left of the beading thread. And you're going to pull that down. That's going to make your loop. And then again, move to the next lacing. 5 beads on your needle, under the lacing, to the left of the beading thread. And don't catch your don't catch your thread on your mat there. All right, so you're going to do that all the way around. It's going to make this little edge, okay? So moving to our next piece here, we have gone all the way around. And we are back at the beginning here. So again, keeping these threads out of the way, holding them down. Okay. We're going to, now this was our straight one, so we're going to put on 5 more. And we're going to go under the same thread. And that brings us to the next one, which we're going to put on 5 beads. And we're going to go under our starting thread, making sure we go under the beading thread as well, and to the left of the beading thread. Okay, so as you can see, we're all the way back around. Now what you're going to do is kind of weave your way through some of these first beads that you put on. Just pull your needle up through them. It doesn't really matter how, you just want to follow the beads. Okay, and then you want to tie off under that thread. So you just get back down to your base there. Keep catching my thread on my mat here. Then we're going to go under. Okay, and you're just going to go under that thread that's in between your beads. Sorry, I'm off camera. Under there. And you're going to leave a little loop. Pull it up so that you can see that loop and it's not catching on any of the beads. You're going to go through that loop. Make sure that the thread doesn't catch on anything. And you're just going to pull it down, and that's going to cinch it down in between those beads. So do that again. You're going to go under the thread, make your little loop, Go up through the loop. So the first time I do it with one time through the loop. And you want to make sure that that's going to go right in between those beads where it's coming out. So you're going in the same place. Okay, and then what I do here is I make a double. So I just go through it again. As you get it closer, you want to do that or it'll leave a little leg there that you don't want to have be seen. So again, just go under that thread, make your little loop, back to front, and again back to front, and then just pull that down. Now you're going to go up through a couple of these beads, bring it back down to the closer to the base, okay, and then you're just going to cut that thread off. You're going to cut it real close to the beads. You're going to put your scissors right on top of the beads and just cut. Alright, so you have this other thread here on the back, our beginning thread. You're going to do the same thing. I won't do that on camera because I have to thread a needle and that takes me a while. So there you have your completed project. You can leave these threads hanging if you want, or you can cut them off. I'll weave this one in and cut it off. And then let me show you on a journal how that will look on a page so you guys can get an idea of what it will look like. So let me open up a journal I've been working on. And wasn't prepared for this, but then I thought, you know, you probably want to see what it looks like completed. Oh look, I found my thread. Alright, so let me get that out of here. Move my beads out of the way so I don't spill those all over. And here's a journal I've been working on. Let's open it up to a page here. And we'll put that paper clip on and I'll show you guys what that looks like on a page. So there we go. And because our beads are seed beads, it won't stick up too bad. You know, it's got a little bit of stuff to it, but on the back you've got that little pocket, and then you can just put your little, you know, fold up a piece of paper and make that into a little spot for you to put a journal card, or a piece of paper, or a little tag would be really cute in there. And just kind of put that in there. And you can pop that under. So what I did on my other one, I kind of popped it under and then put it in the pocket. So it's kind of hidden. This is a little thicker than the one I had. Let me cut that down. I didn't plan to do this, so I didn't have anything prepared. So we'll just pop that in there like this. So you want to slide it under your paper clip and then pop it down into the pocket and then pop it onto the page like that. So there we go. There's our completed project. I hope you guys give it a try. Please go to NJJM Creative Tutorials and More on Facebook, hashtag Yvette's Bead Club, and see what we all create. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. If you have any comments, please leave them for me. I love comments and try to get back to those as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.